All right, so for this week's newsletter, what we're going to talk about is why we do a deload week here at Functional Fitness, and for each class, what a deload week means. So if we're talking about functional strength, we don't necessarily do a reduction in volume. What we do is a more generalized approach for that week. So say if we were at week 3, and on a Tuesday, it may be predominantly an upper body day. That week 4, it would have a reasonable amount of work done, an even amount of work done on the upper body, core, and lower body. So we try to evenly distribute throughout the entire week so you won't have soreness in one area. So it's a reduction of volume per section of the body in which we're working. So you won't have upper body soreness, you won't have lower body soreness. So say if we're transferring over to our strength and conditioning class, that is when we have a reduction of volume, and we try to introduce movements that are movements that we won't necessarily have within our 8-week program. So say if we had a very squat heavy week, when we're using our lower body, we may strictly do everything that's unilateral. So say going from our bilateral movements of squats, we'll make everything unilateral, so we have a reduction in weight, and then those sets cut down as well. And then we start to dive into things more like windmills and single arm movements, different pulling from different planes and whatnot that we weren't able to work when we're gaining to test for, we're revving up to test for a week. Coming over to our conditioning class, the last place that we actually have a deload week, and it's just a reduction. If we were to take a heart rate, so say if by week 3 and we have a linear day and we're just gunning it the entire time, the same thing applies for conditioning class as we do our functional strength class. We have a more generalized approach, so it's no linear days, it's no rotational days. It is it's an even amount of everything. And so say if you're always working at 180 beats per minute as far as your heart rate goes for that week, it's encouraged, not necessarily everybody who takes it because they feel like they go all the time, but it's encouraged to reduce the amount of effort you would have put into it. So it's kind of get in there, kind of move around, allows your body to recover. That's the main reason why we take deload weeks, is to recover so we can peak our performance at a later time.